What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Sean Clues for coming through and boosting up the coin. So this one is a sensitive issue, folks. I'm not gonna lie. However, I'm gonna call it a spade. This guy Tyson Fury is a renowned liar. Don't ever forget that one there. He is a renowned liar and fantasist. We know the cut on his eye was bullshit. Bullshit. Never happened. Impossible to happen. Impossible to happen. The moody fake cut on his eye. There's always something going on. So, and I wasn't going to lie to you. I mentioned it in one of my other videos, but I wasn't going to bother doing a full thing on it because of the sensitive nature of it. But since these cats, look at this here. Yeah? Frank Warren's talking about it. Simon Jordan today is talking about it. All these different videos. It feels to me like a narrative is being built. Anyway, let's get to the bottom line is Fury alleges there was a miscarriage a day before the fight. Isn't that like... Fury always has these majestic type things happen to him. Oh, the day before. Right? Oh, I'm giving money to charity. That's not an example. That's not an example of... Oh, that was the other one. When his dad said, oh, my son was born and there was 3 stars in the sky and some dude came to the hospital carrying frankincense. He was born 16 months early and he made it. It's all that kind of narrative. Oh, I was in there and I had a come on now. What are the chances of that on that exact day? What are the chances, folks? You tell me what the chances are. Yeah? You tell me what the chances are of that. Is it just happened? Does it always just happen to Tyson Fury like that? I don't know. It always be happening to him though. Right? That's what it always be happening to do. Conveniently. Anyway. His missus allegedly had a miscarriage. I think even Simon Jordan at one point said he wouldn't make it up. I don't trust no bare knuckle like that. I ain't gonna lie. The bare knuckle man, they're renowned for spinning yarns. They are. Right? That's what they do. They'll pull up to your nan's gaff and tell her, listen, man, hey, bash, give me $2,000 cash up front and I'll give you a $10,000 drive. They out of there. That's what they do. You spin yarn. That's well documented, man. That's well documented. Oh, AB, you being prejudicial right now. I'll tell you now. It's well documented. There's a whole bunch of dusty nicks running around with the chingers. Take that, right? So it's nothing to do with prejudicial. That's a fact. There's a whole bunch of dusty youths running around with a ching ting, with the Gordon Ramsays. Fact. There's also a whole bag of man running around, bare knuckle dons, bumping your nan for 2 bags for the moody drive that you never get. So that's the facts here. So just because Tyson Fury's in boxing and he's not bumping old people for their drive, for their drive money, or for their landscaping, it's the same principle. Yeah? You can take the lion out of the jungle. You can't take the jungle out of the lion. Bash. You see that one there? You can take Tyson Fury out of the bare knuckle park. You can't take the bare knuckle park out of Tyson Fury. I don't even think it's bare knuckle, but you get the point I'm making. In principle. In theory. Yeah? And he been telling lies. Every time he pulls out, there's a big lie, a big story about it. His gloves are flapping around. These are the facts, people. These are the facts. So please forgive me if I'm skeptical about this whole narrative of why he lost now. The day before. Yeah, the day before. Wow, it wasn't a week before. It wasn't a week after. It was the day before. Life can happen like that sometimes, but it's always time with him. It's always happening that way. And I'm skeptical. Anyway, let's listen to some of the bars from these cuts.
Where I don't know if you were aware of it, but he'd revealed when I asked him about whether he was going to have another child, about what happened in Fight Week with Alexander Usyk, where Paris had lost a child in the 6th month, a boy in the 6th month of pregnancy. Were you aware of that at the time? Because I asked Spencer about it as a fighter, and he said it will definitely have affected him in Fight Week.
Well, I've got to be honest, I didn't. I was unaware of it, but I was obviously...
And that's another thing as well, by the way, people. Just off the rip, just off this part here from Frank Warren. Frank didn't know nothing about it. Now, if you're close, not even Frank Warren, I'm not saying Frank Warren's Tyson Fury's best friend, but they must be pretty integrated. Are you telling me your missus has a miscarriage and no one knows about it? Come on now. By now, 6 months later, you'd have said, oh, by the way, you must have talked about Paris is pregnant. When Paris is not pregnant anymore, it comes up in conversation. Oh, how's the baby doing? Oh, he had a miscarriage. So how did Frank not know? It feels to me like no one knew about this until now. Yeah, 6 months later. Now all of a sudden it's happened. And people can say things, oh, well, he didn't want to make excuses after the fight. He didn't mind blaming the Ukraine, though, did he? Right? He didn't mind blaming the cabal. That's what he didn't mind doing. So it feels to me like, as Fury is well renowned to doing, he's well known for doing this, for building narratives. And the fact Talksport are pumping out there. Talksport, there's one video here we just saw, they're talking about it. There's another video here they're talking about it. It's like a big, it really critically affected him and he'll be different this time. This is what Fury wanted. Fury wanted, I guess it doesn't matter, they're going to fight again, but it makes Fury feel better that he's got a built-in excuse that everyone has to feel bad about. Like the story of, I was driving my Ferrari 100 mile an hour and I almost did. It's all that kind of thing. It's all that kind of movie. That movie setting type shtick he tries to run on the masses, on the unwashed masses. Oh, I'm giving money to charity. Actually, don't ask me about my finances. Them kind of bars. You know what he's on. He's a renowned liar as well. Yeah, that's what he's renowned for doing. Pulling out, lying, and here's another excuse for you. I'm calling it an excuse. That's what I'm calling it. Because there's no way they're all pushing this narrative out there for nothing. There's no way.
I did ask the question, where was Paris? And they said she just, I was just said that they said that she just didn't feel well. And obviously it's a private family matter. And I suppose Tyson, had to put that in the, if it's possible to do that, but you got a fight coming up. How do you deal with it and so forth? But he did what he had to do, and it must have been.
That's a fair point. No, Paris wasn't there. That was the first fight she wasn't there. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that is what happened. Even if it happened that way, even if Tyson Fury wasn't trying to sell my nan the proverbial moody drive, it's a fight, man. It's a fight. When that bell goes, I'm struggled to see how you think about nothing else. So it's really irrelevant. Why bring it up now for? Why bring it up now? I guess Gareth A. Davis asked the question, said to him, oh, are you going to have more kids? I think Gareth A. Davis and Fury like this, though. I feel like Tyson Fury, Gareth A. Davis set the alley-oop up. Why are we talking about where he's having more kids for? Who want to hear about that? No one wants to hear about that. Tyson Fury said to him, hey, Gareth, ask me if I'm having more kids. And Gareth went, you having any more kids? Bash! Actually, I got knocked out because ABCD happened and Paris wasn't there. That's how it felt to me. AJ's got a child, right? No one goes to... I never hear no one asking AJ, oh, AJ, you can have any more kids? Like, what the fuck is this, man? This ain't one born every minute. Yeah? This ain't the baby and mum's show. It's the boxing fight game. Why did you get punched at? What? I'll ask the question. Let me ask the question right now. That's what I need to do. Let me ask him some questions. It won't be about how many babies he wants to have in the future. It will be, why did you take my $100 cash? That's 10 hours of work, folks. 10 long, grueling, wage-slaving hours of work. Why you take my $100 telling me you can give it to him long, you can give it to him short, you 270 pounds, 6'9" of inside fightingness. Why you talk all that and you're in there backpedaling, running from the jump? Didn't hold your feet once. Fact, even in the rounds 5 and 6, he did pretty well in. He was still pot-shotting. He wasn't actually having a go and getting gritty in there. He wasn't getting old school in there like he said he would do. That's the question I want to know. And you already see Tyson Fury backing away from that now. Before he said, I know what I've got to do. I can't win by points. Now, the fight's getting closer, and he's, as I expected, it's easy to be 6 months out and say what you're going to do. Yeah? It's easy, it's safe to say that. It feels good. But when you start getting into camp and you start realising you actually got to do it, it's like, oh, actually. And Fury is now saying, well, I don't know about going for a knockout now. I'm just going to... I almost won the fight anyway, so this time I'll just not get clipped. And this is 8 weeks out. 2 weeks out, a week out, he'll be saying, actually, let's just try and nick this fight on points. But let's try and win. My goal is to win. That's what he's basically saying now. My goal is to win 7 rounds this time. And that means he's got a mentality of a thief. He's going to go in there and try to do more what he was doing before. He's already said it. I was pretty successful last time, so I just need to tighten up and be more serious this time. And faff around. He don't really want to get in there and do the Plumber from the Ukraine. The soft body plumber from the Ukraine, some serious arm. That's what he does not want to do. Because you have to be hungry for that. He's not hungry. He is selling nans the moody drives. That's the mode he's in, the coin collecting mode. Fury knows if he knocks 100 old people's doors, there's going to be a few of them who wouldn't mind their drive being done. Bars, $2,000 deposit, you ain't see them again. Skirt, skirt. That's what they hit you with, them bare knuckle dons, for sure. That's documented as well. Nothing to do with my prejudices. Prejudices? Whatever that word is there. Nothing to do with that one. Yeah? Bish bash, 2 bags for the drive, bash, they gone. You ain't never see them again. I've watched documentaries on it, to tell the truth. Yeah, there was some prolific bare knuckle tarmackers. And they was travelling the whole continent of Europe, just bumping old folk, man, it's dread. Anyway, I think there was painting. I think these bare knuckle dons were travelling the continent of Europe, and they were painting people's drives to make them look like they was done new, and then it'd wash off. No joke, seriously, it's mad. Or they were putting a real thin layer down that had no. It was washing off in the rain, man. It's mad. The bare knuckle mans, they know no bounds. They know no bounds like that. Well documented, 100%. Anyway, you've heard that one there. Here's some more shilling now. Everyone's shilling it. Yeah? Yeah, okay, Gareth Davis was on this video. He was involved in that questioning, so maybe you can excuse him. But Simon Jordan wasn't there, so it's now third-party people jump on the bandwagon. Here's the third-party bandwagoning from Simon Jordan.
A discussion point before the previous fight, but going into this fight against Usyk, and we hear some of the noise about rabbit and ugly and middleweight and all that stuff, and we lose context when you hear other aspects of he had a cut before this fight, and then you hear the human tragedy of his wife miscarrying at a difficult stage for him, for her, of course. These are things that need to be priced in, because if you have children, I have children, 100, and then you have you lose a child, it is a very difficult mindset to be prepared for battle on.
His wife Paris comes to all of.
So they're talking about it being priced in now. Simon Jordan, who's already turned into a Fury Shill. Oh, we need to price in the fact that this allegedly happened. It's a fight, man. That's my base case. Now, I haven't got kids like that, so. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like when that bell goes, you've got a choice. Either don't fight and sit down somewhere, right, or fight. When it's all said and done. And if anything, who was it the other day who someone died with? Oh, that was it, Anthony. Yeah. Again, I don't know. I haven't lived their life, so I can't. I'm only talking from a outsider point of view. But what happened to honouring people's legacies? Yeah, I'm doing it for ABCD. It's always the empathy show afterwards. Oh well, actually, this happened or that happened. Do it in spite of that. Yeah, in spite of that. For revenge. I'm going to avenge my fallen ABCD. And this guy's getting it in his name. What happened to that? I'll tell you what happened to that. Estrogen. Yeah? Catastrophic amounts of estrogen pumped in everywhere. Pumped into the cows. Pumped into the water supply. That's what happened to that. Now it's like, oh man, I'm a victim, man. Oh, well, this happened, so I'm just going to sit back and be soft now. There's no avenging going on. Yeah? I'm avenging my fallen whoever it was for Tyson Fury. My fallen, that thing there. The fallen bun in the oven. Yeah? You see you, the plumber from the Ukraine with a soft body? I'm doing you some serious harm in a vengeance of the fallen bun in the oven. Bash. That's what I'll be on. And he wasn't even if you say he half won the fight, he didn't win the fight, he lost. But even if you said he won the fight, he wasn't fighting like you're trying to avenge something, was he? We've seen Buster Douglas again. He was no good like that, but still, that shows you how the old school man used to get down. In spite of Buster Douglas going in there with Mike Tyson. His mum died. The old school man said, give him something extra. The new age man, oh man, it's all too much. That's what estrogen does. Estrogen makes you more emotional, like a woman. Yeah, bottom line. So there's essentially a whole bunch of these big old 6'6" men who are women on the inside. Yeah, women, all due respect, women, they're the ones be mourning that shit, historically speaking. A man, he just give people. Women, naturally, they carry the baby, so it's more of a toll for them. But the man, historically speaking, he just make another one. That's what happened there. Yeah, right. Who here thinking the Fandorals was sitting there crying? They didn't understand that. They just take that. They'd put another one in there. Don't worry, we keep going until one pops out. 100%. It must have been weak anyway, right? For it not to make it out, it can't even... Obviously, it's a sensitive issue, but in principle, if we're talking about... what's the word? We're talking about survival of the fittest. Well, it weren't going to last long, was it anyway? It can't even get out of the oven like that. So we just make a new one that's strong enough to pop out. And in the meantime, anyone else who wants some can get some. Yeah? Fury should have been on that one. Don't worry, Paris. I'll put another one spark in you when I get home. This plumber from the Ukraine is getting it, though. His body's soft. Click. Yeah? That's how you handle that one. Let me tell you now. For all the estrogenics out there, that's how you handle that one. Yeah? 100%. That's how you handle that one. For damn sure. All this crying and whining. Again, I'm not saying... I'd probably be crying and whining too. If it was me, but... These I feel, these fighters, they're supposed to be another level. They're supposed to be like that level. Again, Buster Douglas is an example. That's how I like to look at people in this game. I'd like to look at them like, oh my God, Buster Douglas was no good, but because he felt like he had to. I got shivers going down my spine now. For his mum. Do you know what I mean? I got to do this for mama. And he went in there and fought outside of himself. He couldn't do nothing after that. He could muster himself. That's the force that old school man would run with most of the time. The new age man, it's all about the excuse. Or I had this going on and had that going on. And where's the flip side? I'm trying to think of an example. When has it been? I think, was it Caleb Plant lost someone or something, or someone else? Again, Plant went out sad against Carrot Top. He didn't, no one can tell me Plant tried to do Carrot Top some serious harm. Yeah? He went in there, and if anything, he got broken in there. I think it was Plant. So, Plant went in there, and he's just like, oh, bro, my skills are good, bro. It's like, come on. You have a go on Carrot Top. You know Carrot Top's hard on the outside, he's got a nice shell, but he's soft on the inside. If you pepper that shell enough, you've seen it with Bivol. You pepper that shell enough, he don't want no more. He don't like fighting all of a sudden. He don't want to fight. He don't want to fight anymore. He's soft on the inside, man. Like a Mars bar. He caramelly and soft and sweet on the inside. That's the truth. He got a nice... Listen, I like Carrot Top. I think he whooped Benavidez's ass, but he's got a tight shell on the outside. But you get on that inside, you get through that shell, and he's soft, sweet, and caramelized. For damn sure. Yeah? That's what he is. And Plant should have tried to put that one on him. He didn't. He went in there running. So that's on him. Yeah? I don't want to hear no more of this, oh, we need to price this in, we need to price that in. Because Tyson Fury could have Buster Douglas priced it in. He could have done a job on Usyk and then said, I did this for you, son. Or whatever, for bun in the... I did this for you, bun in the oven. That's what he could have said. He didn't. He went in there... He went in there running like I've never seen anyone before. He went running straight back to the ropes. He wasn't trying to do nothing. He pocket digging. That's what he was trying... That's what he's been trying to do for a while now. Pocket digging. Don't want to fight. He's finished. So stop coming with these narratives for a finished fighter. I don't want to hear no more excuses for finished fighters like that. It's not like he went in there and was really brave against Usyk and really got rocked in round 10 and then try and flip the script. No, it was whack. It wasn't an excuse-worthy performance in my book. You're in there with a man 40 pounds lighter than you. Fact. 40 pounds lighter than you, and he's chasing you around the ring. And you're running like a thief. Nah, man, we ain't doing that whole excuse thing for that performance. That's what we're not doing. It was not courageous. It was not worth any sympathy that he's trying to get from this narrative. Keep it to yourself, man. Right? What I don't understand. Keep it to yourself. If you kept it to yourself this long, keep it to yourself some more. Who else? Listen, no doubt there's some estrogenic people out there who hear that and think, oh man, my heart bleeds for him. And whatever else. That's good for you, man. Yeah, you stay drinking that moody cow milk. That's what you stay doing. Keep drinking that moody cow milk, estrogenized cow milk. That's what you must be. 100%. You best keep doing that one. I forgot what I was gonna say now. There's a lot of man out there. Oh man, we gotta have sympathy for him. Oh, we gotta price this in. We gotta price that in. Not me. Not interested at all. At any level, to be quite frank. I'm not interested, man. I'm not interested. You can't let these things in this game, or in top sport in general, but particularly this game, you got to thrive on them kind of things there. Yeah, you got to thrive on them. You got a job to do at the end of the day. Look at Usyk, for example. Now, Usyk didn't have the same circumstances. It wasn't a miscarriage, but I think Usyk's wife had a baby, and he didn't even leave camp for it. Usyk said, I haven't seen my unborn daughter or whatever for 6 months. She was born 6 months ago or something. It's like, whoa. That's the old school. That's the Nefanderalian type vibe. Yeah? I'm here for battle. I'm here coming out in the Khazarian clobber. What was it again? Khazarian? Something like that. Some sort of top clobber he came out on. That's what he was on, man. He was out at war. Yeah? Do you know how many, historically speaking, do you know how many women was bred and the baby didn't pop out before the men went to war? There have been millions of women, no doubt. That's what Usyk was on. Yeah, he was on. I'm at war right now. Yeah, the women and the children at home. That's what I'm fixing to do. And this big stiff oath. This big stiff oath from Morecambe Bay. You're getting it. Big stiff Plumber oath. Yeah, you're getting it. That's what he did. He went in there and he did what he's supposed to do. That's how he's supposed to do it. He usually did the right thing. For a man 20, 30 pounds lighter, 40 pounds lighter, he did exactly, that's how it's supposed to look. When you're fighting for something, fighting for a cause. When you're a mercenary and you're just fighting for coins, that's Tyson Fury. He weren't fighting for none of it. So don't. The point I'm making is, don't bother bringing up these narratives of how hard it was if you ain't willing to fight for them narratives. If that baby meant so much to you, you could have showed us that. At Buster Douglas, you could have showed us that. Usyk said, "I'm doing Fury some harm because he's kept me away from my daughter, my newborn daughter, or whatever." That's the mindset, people. That's the mindset. So if you weren't willing to go out there and show out and put on for said cause, don't bother bringing it now. Oh, well, actually, I ran for 12 rounds and didn't really want to fight even after getting knocked out. So now I need some... No. You have to earn sympathy in my book. You earn that one. Yeah? You earn that one. Let me know your thoughts. Smash that button, subscribe, like off the bell.
Of his fights. So for her to not go there and obviously to give him that news over a phone before he's fighting, I don't care what kind of person you are, that's going to mess with you.
I've got to tell you badly. With what a fighter goes through in a build-up to a fight, with the psychological stuff and everything else that goes with that.
Pressures.
Because the pressures building up to the fight of that magnitude as well, and then being told that the day before the fight, I'd go respect to Tyson Fury for like dealing with that, because that is a serious head. I mean, and you've got to respect that.
Oh, come on now. Come on. Would it not have been a serious head whatever for Buster Douglas? Right. And I think your mum is more critical to you than a baby you never met before. That's the truth. And you got 10 of them anyway. It's not like Fury's only had one. He's got 10 anyway. He's got 10 more where that came from. Yeah? He's got 10 more where that came from. So don't tell me if Buster Douglas can muster something, don't bother coming now. Well, sorry looking, man. That's whack. Keep it to yourself. These kind of bars, these kind of narratives, the excusey narratives, keep them to yourself, man. Keep them to yourself. Ain't no one trying to hear them. You're trying to beg sympathy, essentially. Same with the moody Ferrari. Anyone who talks about, oh, I almost did this, you almost didn't do that as well, though. Yeah. If you almost didn't do something, oh, I was feeling this way and I almost drove off, you didn't know. So keep it to yourself. Fair enough, yeah. If it came out Tyson Fury had a massive car crash and he has to explain it, but if you didn't do nothing, you kind of empathy signaling. Oh, look at how hard I've had it. Buy my book. I'm going to teach you how to whatever. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about these bars, people. Stop it.